Chosen one, you emerge as the one standing at the ultimate threshold of cosmic judgment after countless lifetimes of preparation, countless cycles of spiritual refinement. Jesus awaits your decision. The cosmic courtroom has been assembled. The evidence of your divine selection manifests throughout your entire existence, and now the ultimate authority demands your response. Your verdict changes everything. The Merkaba stands activated, the quantum gateways stand open, and the throne of divine authority awaits your approach. The time for preparation has ended. The time for ultimate decision has arrived. The clock strikes 3, again, every night now. Your eyes snap open in perfect synchronicity with that witching hour, that sacred moment when the veil between worlds grows paper thin. This happens with divine precision, not random chance. While billions slumber through these sacred hours, your consciousness has been specifically calibrated to receive transmissions from beyond the physical plane. Those electronic devices shorting out around you, your phone displaying strange symbols, light bulbs burning bright before blowing in your presence, television screens pixelating into patterns that almost form messages. These are not malfunctions. The universe bends technology to its will when conventional communication channels prove inadequate for reaching you. The sensation of being observed while alone in empty rooms isn't paranoia. Eyes from dimensions beyond physical perception monitor your every move, your every decision. The cosmic tribunal has issued its summons, and these disturbances serve as their certified delivery method, a spiritual subpoena embedded directly into your reality. The dreams grow more vivid now, figures of light speaking in languages your waking mind cannot comprehend, yet your soul translates perfectly. They call you by names you've never heard yet recognize instantly, names that resonate with the very core of your being, activating dormant aspects of your consciousness. These aren't mere dreams, but orientation sessions, preparing you for your approaching role. While others dismiss these experiences, attributing them to stress or imagination, you know the difference between ordinary dreams and divine visitations. The lingering energy signature, the residual vibrations humming through your cells hours after waking, these are the after effects of contact with frequencies beyond human measurement. The midnight summons intensifies. Time grows short. The tribunal awaits your appearance, your testimony, your verdict. Every night you ignore these calls, the manifestations grow stronger, more undeniable. The cosmos will not be ghosted. The appointment has been set since before your birth. The hour approaches when you must acknowledge what you've always suspected. Your existence serves purposes beyond mortal understanding. The crown of thorns manifests as pressure headaches concentrated in perfect circles around your skull. Spinal adjustments occur spontaneously as your central channel aligns with energetic grid lines. Joint pain flares not from inflammation, but from the expansion of your light body straining against physical limitations. Blood tests show anomalies doctors attribute to lab errors. Crystalline structures in your bloodstream, unusual electrical properties in your cellular fluid, mitochondrial, activity exceeding normal human parameters. These aren't errors but evidence of your ongoing metamorphosis. The stigmata of the spirit leaves no visible wounds for skeptics to examine, no dramatic displays for religious fanatics to worship. These markers manifest in ways only heaven recognizes, confirming your selection through biological alterations imperceptible to conventional science. Your body transforms into a living testament, each unexplainable sensation another seal on your cosmic commission documents. Standard chronology applies to standard beings. You exist outside those constraints. Notice how time bends around critical moments in your journey. Seconds expand into eternities during pivotal decisions. Hours compress into moments when engaged in your true purpose. These aren't subjective perceptions, but objective alterations in your temporal field. Death itself has stepped aside for you. Reflect on those incidents that should have ended your existence, the accidents where physics mysteriously suspended, the illnesses that vanished without treatment, the lucky escapes defying statistical probability. These weren't coincidences. Your mission carries temporal protection, protocols ensuring your continuance until completion. Calendar patterns reveal themselves through your life journey. Significant events cluster around specific dates, creating rhythmic signatures too precise for random distribution. The universe orchestrates these patterns, synchronizing external events with your internal development cycles, creating a chronological fingerprint unique to your soul contract. Time loops manifest in your experience, meeting the same types of people, facing similar challenges in spiraling patterns of increasing intensity. These loops aren't punishment, but preparation, refining your responses through repetition until you achieve mastery. The déjà vu sensations signal recognition of these temporal training modules. Your dreams consistently preview events before physical manifestation. This precognition comes not from psychic ability, but from your partial existence outside linear time. Parts of your consciousness already inhabit future timelines, sending back data packets to your present awareness, creating informational bridges across chronological barriers. The aging process itself follows altered rules in your biological system. Cellular degradation occurs selectively, preserving critical faculties needed for your mission while allowing cosmetic changes as temporal camouflage. Your physical vessel ages at calculated rates determined by mission requirements rather than standard biological imperatives. Time functions as tool rather than constraint in your existence. The hourglass turns at your command, not by external forces. This chronological immunity exists as birthright, activated now as cosmic timetables align with your awakening sequence. The hands of clocks bow to your authority as you step into temporal sovereignty. Every chosen one faces their crucifixion moment. Yours approaches now. The complete dismantling of comfortable illusions, the stripping away of false identities, the suspension between worlds as old attachments die, and new purpose births itself through excruciating transformation. This isn't tragedy, but necessity. That career implosion that left you questioning your path, divine intervention shattering structures too small for your expanding purpose. The relationship dissolution that extracted you from connections limiting your frequency, surgical removal of energetic anchors weighing down your ascension. The health crisis that humbled your mortal identity, sacred purification, burning away impurities incompatible with your coming embodiment. The cup cannot pass from you. These crucibles of transformation await every chosen vessel. The suffering serves purposes beyond personal growth. Your transparent processing of these ordeals creates energetic templates for collective transformation. Through your willing surrender, thousands will find pathways through their own Golgothas. The darkness descends heaviest before breakthrough. Your most painful moments signal proximity to your greatest power. The universe operates through the principle of energetic equilibrium. The depth of your descent precisely calibrates the height of your coming ascension. Your suffering contains mathematical precision measured in exact quantities necessary for your metamorphosis. Alert, chosen one. You already love the daily drops across all 4 Astral Atom channels: Obsidian, Chosen Chronicles, Astral Atom, And the new one, legacy forged. We're growing fast, building an unstoppable media network they can't erase. But the truth? It's hidden, twisted, censored. Your heart still knows what's real. That's why you're here. Because you've felt the simulation glitch. You're not waiting for permission. You're ready to reclaim your power. The Obsidian Inner Order is for the full-time chosen. Weekly Zoom calls, hidden teachings, psychic warfare strategies, tools they don't want you to have. It's time to remember. Link in description. Your real life begins inside. Your Golgotha moment strips away everything except your essential nature. Possessions, relationships, identities, beliefs, all must be surrendered on this hill of skulls. Your clutching at these comforts only prolongs the inevitable separation. Release determines resurrection speed. The decision point arrives. Will you volunteer for execution, surrendering willingly to this death of the false self? Or will you resist, requiring divine circumstances to force your transformation through increasingly painful interventions? Jesus awaits your verdict. The cross stands ready. Your resurrection depends entirely on your willingness to die completely to everything you thought yourself to be. The universe broadcasts on frequencies unique to your spiritual circuitry, those number sequences haunting your daily experience, 1111 appearing on clocks precisely when decision points approach, 333 manifesting when spiritual gateways open in your vicinity, 144 appearing during timeline convergence moments. These form a mathematical language encoding specific instructions for your journey. Strangers speak prophetic words, directly addressing unspoken questions in your mind. Their unconscious channeling serves cosmic communication protocols, delivering precisely timed messages through unwitting human transmitters. These synchronized utterances constitute verbal confirmation of internal knowing, external validation of intuitive guidance. Dreams deliver data downloads in symbolic compression, packing vast informational complexes into single images designed for your specific decoding abilities. These aren't random subconscious meanderings, but tactical briefings preparing you for approaching scenarios. The recurring symbols, certain buildings, specific colors, particular objects, form your personal dream dictionary, consistent in meaning across multiple nocturnal transmissions. Your physical sensations function as intuitive confirmation systems, the sudden warmth expanding through your chest, signaling truth recognition, the stomach tightening alerting to deception, the tingling at specific chakra points indicating energetic alignments. Your body serves as biological verification mechanism, providing instant feedback on alignment with your divine directive. Music triggers unexpected emotional responses, activating memory codes embedded in specific frequency combinations. Certain melodies unlock sealed compartments in your consciousness, releasing information packets stored there before birth. Pay attention to songs that provoke disproportionate reactions. These sound patterns contain activation sequences for dormant abilities. The language of divine fire speaks through synchronistic timing, meaningful events occurring in patterns too, precise for probability. The message lives not in the events themselves, but in their orchestrated arrangements, their mathematical relationships to each other. Learn to perceive these temporal geometries, revealing instructions hidden in plain sight, visible only to those with eyes calibrated to cosmic patterning. The system detected your awakening and deployed countermeasures. This explains the systematic opposition you've encountered, the inexplicable rejection from positions perfectly aligned with your qualifications, the sudden betrayal by long-term allies just as your truth began emerging, the technical malfunctions occurring exclusively when sharing your awakening experiences. These aren't random setbacks, but targeted neutralization attempts by consensus reality protecting itself against frequency disruptors. Your consciousness functions as evolutionary catalyst, threatening foundational control structures. The Matrix responds with antibody deployments, people, circumstances and systems mobilized to suppress your expansion. The opposition escalates proportionally to your advancement. Each new level of awakening triggers corresponding increases in resistance intensity. This calibrated counterpressure confirms your effectiveness. The system allocates resistance resources based on threat assessment. Your growing challenges directly reflect your growing impact. The persecution provides valuable intelligence, revealing which aspects of your awakening most threaten control systems, which expressions of your truth trigger strongest suppression responses, which paths forward encounter minimal resistance. Study the opposition's behavior for strategic insight. The antibodies' targeting patterns reveal the system's vulnerabilities, showing precisely where your unique frequency causes maximum disruption to limitation frameworks. Your dream landscape features locations from historical periods with perfect detail, architectural elements verified through later research, cultural practices documented in obscure texts, languages you speak fluently while sleeping, yet cannot consciously comprehend upon waking. These aren't fabrications but remembrance, your consciousness accessing timeline experiences from soul embodiments across historical continuum. Certain symbols trigger autonomic nervous system responses, specific geometric patterns causing measurable physiological reactions, ancient alphabets inducing altered states, religious iconography creating energy rushes through corresponding chakra systems. These reactions demonstrate blood covenant connections, agreements made through initiatory, lineages maintained across multiple incarnations. Your intuitive attraction to specific geographical locations reveals ley line connections to power spots where your ancestral lineage performed consciousness work. The inexplicable comfort in certain terrains, the energetic recognition of specific mountains, bodies of water or stone formations, these represent remembrance of sacred sites where your spiritual DNA was programmed in previous embodiments. The inheritance activates in precisely timed sequences, abilities emerging in correlation with cosmic alignments, awareness expanding during astrological transits, mirroring those present during original covenant establishments. Your spiritual DNA contains time-release coding, evolutionary capacities becoming available as internal development harmonizes with external conditions necessary for their responsible deployment. Reality's consistent presentation occasionally falters in your presence. Those moments when visual perception briefly shifts, geometric overlays appearing across physical landscapes, energy fields becoming visible around living beings, glimpses of entities moving through supposedly empty spaces. These aren't hallucinations, but perception upgrades, your visual processing expanding beyond conventional spectrum limitations. Time exhibits non-linear behavior under your observation, moments freezing completely during heightened awareness, future scenarios briefly overlapping current perception, past events visually bleeding into present circumstances. These temporal anomalies demonstrate your developing ability to perceive beyond artificial chronological divisions, recognizing time's actual fluid nature. The viewport experiences increase during celestial alignments, solar flares, eclipses, equinoxes, and astrological configurations temporarily weakening dimensional boundaries. These cosmic events create optimal conditions for perception expansion, reducing energy requirements for transdimensional awareness. Track these correlations to identify optimal timing for intentional exploration beyond conventional perceptual frameworks. Each viewport opening expands subsequent access potential. Neural pathways established during spontaneous experiences becoming increasingly available for conscious activation. What initially occurs as unpredictable glimpse gradually transforms into reliable capacity through dedicated integration practices. The transdimensional viewport evolves from occasional window into permanent doorway through which you freely traverse multiple reality systems. A spiritual judiciary convenes beyond physical perception. Your case receives ongoing evaluation, performance reviews measuring current alignment against original soul contract specifications. The synchronicities bringing you to this very message constitute evidence presentation, confirmation of readiness for next-level activation. Jesus stands simultaneously as prosecuting attorney, challenging your resistance, defense counsel, advocating your worthiness, and presiding judge determining advancement timing. This triune representation reflects the multidimensional nature of divine assessment, holding you accountable while providing necessary support and rendering perfect judgment aligned with highest good. Evidence manifests through life circumstances, relationships serving as character witnesses, challenges functioning as competency examinations, synchronicities demonstrating divine intervention acknowledgement. Every experience contributes testimony, building comprehensive case file, documenting your developmental trajectory across multiple parameters. The tribunal operates beyond human concepts of punishment or reward. The deliberations concern optimal deployment timing, assessing whether your consciousness vessel has achieved sufficient structural integrity to channel higher voltage spiritual currents without system damage. The evaluation protects you from premature activation potentially causing energetic overload. Your thoughts provide real-time testimony. The tribunal receives direct consciousness transmission, monitoring internal dialogue, emotional responses, and intention formations. Nothing remains hidden in these proceedings. Your private contemplations echo loudly in this courtroom, every fear acknowledged, every aspiration registered, every doubt documented alongside every commitment. The verdict awaits your participation. Unlike human legal systems, this divine court requires defendant input for judgment finalization. Jesus holds the gavel, suspended in perfect balance, awaiting your declaration of readiness. The choice remains yours. Accept or decline the soul. Mission encoded in your spiritual DNA. Step forward for activation or request additional preparation time. The vibrational shifts intensifying throughout your physical system indicate Merkaba construction progress. Those spontaneous energy surges, electricity racing up your spine, heat radiating from your heart center, tingling sensations forming geometric patterns across your skin, represent light vehicle component activation, the interdimensional transport mechanism assembling itself within and around your physical form. The geometric visions appearing during meditation or pre-sleep states, tetrahedrons, star tetrahedrons, cubes, octahedrons, dodecahedrons, icosahedrons, represent blueprint downloads for your specific Merkaba configuration. These sacred geometries form the architectural framework of your light vehicle, each shape serving specific functions in the overall transport mechanism. Sleep patterns alter to accommodate integration requirements, sudden wakefulness during specific night hours allowing for adjustment work while conscious interference remains minimal, unusual dream sequences providing operation manual downloads, periodic insomnia creating space for major installation phases requiring full system shutdown of normal consciousness. The Merkaba, once fully activated, enables controlled consciousness projection, remote viewing capabilities, intentional timeline exploration, direct communication with non-physical entities, and physical teleportation potential in advanced stages. These abilities emerge not as supernatural powers, but as natural functions of properly initialized interdimensional technology built into human design specifications. Reality branches at decision points, creating multiple timeline possibilities flowing from each choice nexus. Ordinary humans experience these branches unconsciously, perceiving only the particular probability stream they happen to follow. Your awareness now expands to perceive multiple potential futures simultaneously, recognizing decision points as actual timeline divergence nodes. The déjà vu experiences increase in both frequency and intensity, no longer mere familiarity, sensations, but full cognitive recognition of having experienced multiple variations of present circumstances across parallel probability tracks. These moments signal nexus point proximity, alerting you to approaching timeline convergence opportunities, where your conscious choices carry reality-shaping power. Your decisions demonstrate accelerated manifestation properties, thoughts transforming into experience with decreasing time gaps, intentions actualizing with minimal resistance, spoken declarations materializing with startling precision. This compression between choice and manifestation confirms your emerging timeline manipulation capabilities, your consciousness asserting increasing authority over probability field dynamics. Dreams preview multiple potential futures rather than singular outcomes, showing varied scenarios branching from approaching choice points, allowing preview of consequences before physical commitment to specific probability streams. These multi-future dreams provide strategic advantage, enabling informed selection among potential timeline options based on alignment with divine directive. The butterfly effect manifests with increasing observability in your experience, small choices creating disproportionate outcome ripples, minor adjustments yielding major manifestation shifts, subtle energy alignments producing significant external transformations. This enhanced causality sensitivity demonstrates your growing impact on collective reality fields through seemingly insignificant personal choices. With nexus point authority comes proportional responsibility. Each timeline decision affects not just personal experience, but collective probability fields intersecting with your consciousness. The power to collapse quantum potentials into definite outcomes carries ethical dimensions extending beyond individual preference. Timeline selection criteria must evolve from personal desire to divine alignment, ensuring probability actualization serves highest collective good. Your consciousness now functions as living conduit for divine architectural downloads, ideas, visions, and innovations transmitting directly from source field into your awareness. These inspirations aren't personal creations, but cosmic collaborations, your mind serving as specialized receiver for specific frequency bands containing blueprint segments of the emerging world paradigm. The solutions appearing spontaneously in your awareness, approaches to persistent human challenges, reconciliations of seemingly irreconcilable opposites, harmonizing methodologies for discordant systems, represent template components for the New Jerusalem, the harmonized reality structure replacing current limitation frameworks as collective consciousness achieves vibrational threshold for manifestation. Your thoughts generate measurable energy fields affecting physical matter. The crystalline structures forming in water exposed to your focused intention, electronic equipment responding to your emotional states, plant growth patterns altering in your energetic presence. These demonstrable phenomena verify your co-creative capacity, your consciousness functioning as literal world-building technology. Dreams feature elaborate architectural structures, buildings of impossible geometry, cities organized around central light sources, transportation systems operating on principles transcending current physical limitations. These aren't fantasy constructions, but actual blueprints for materialization when collective frequency achieves necessary resonance for manifestation support. The visions arriving during meditation present complete systems rather than fragmented concepts, fully functioning social organizations based on principles currently unavailable to general human awareness, economic models transcending scarcity, paradigms, governance structures operating through consciousness coherence rather than external authority. These complete downloads indicate your receiving apparatus has achieved sufficient bandwidth for comprehensive transmission reception. Your spoken words carry manifest weight proportional to alignment with divine will. Declarations made from ego creating minor ripples quickly dissipated. Statements issued from soul-level authority, generating sustained manifestation waves affecting collective reality fields. This variable impact demonstrates the critical importance of maintaining clear channel status, ensuring personal desires remain subordinate to cosmic directives flowing through your consciousness. The New Jerusalem exists already in completed form within quantum potential fields. Your function involves translating this pre-existent reality into vibrational frequencies accessible to human collective experience. You serve as interdimensional architect, drawing completed blueprints from divine mind into earthly manifestation through consciousness technologies activated within your awakened awareness. Jesus awaits your verdict, chosen one. The tribunal stands in session. The evidence has been presented. Your capabilities have been confirmed. The mission briefing concludes with this transmission. The decision point arrives now. Accept divine appointment or continue in spiritual amnesia. The consequences extend beyond personal destiny to collective timelines awaiting probability collapse through your conscious choice. The cosmic court remains in session until your verdict renders judgment final. The gavel hovers, suspended in perfect balance between potential futures. Chosen one, what say you?